All right, everybody, welcome back to Bushes on the Trail. I'm Al, and Christy and I are at Wayne National Forest, Lake Vesuvius, and we are doing the Lakeshore Trail. It's a beautiful day here in southern Ohio, so I hope you stick around. All right, here we are at Lake Vesuvius, Wayne National Forest, and today we are going to try to tackle the Lakeshore Trail. Now, a portion of it is closed. The actual boardwalk is still closed because of damage from ice storms about a month ago. We're out here in some pretty decent snow about a month ago, hiking around, and we couldn't make it all the way around because of all of the down trees, so we're going to try to tackle it this time. We'll see how it goes. And because the boardwalk is closed down here due to the down tree, we are starting with the road walk, and we are going counterclockwise around the lakeshore. Okay, ending the road walk and starting to head across the dam area. Yes, I did say dam area, huh? 12-year-old humor. Anyway, over to the spillway, and then we start around the lakeshore. All right, about just under 7/10 of a mile in from the road walk and the actual boat dock, come across this little rock formation along the trail, and we're going back into one of the coves, around a cove, and there went a squirrel right across the trail. I've seen a few squirrels so far, geese. Let's see what else this trail has to hold for us on this cool, crisp weekend morning. And now our first little water crossing Actually not too bad. Gonna be muddy on the other side. We'll probably cross right over here. Yeah, a little muddy there, but not horrible. Find the narrow path. And we're good. And just under a mile in, into some more interesting rock formations. Now, the high road or the low road? Let's see how high the lake is.
Oh yeah, I remember this.
Okay, we'll probably take the high road. But here's the lake. Now it's time to take the high road. Okay, here's the sketchy part. Right there. Foot placement is key to not falling. Okay, roughly 1.5 miles in, we can see the beach off in the distance. Lake is calm, beautiful, peaceful out here. Only thing you can hear are the geese in the background. Okay, 1.75 miles in. See the beach over there. We started shedding our layers, starting to warm up. And if you've noticed, we have larger than normal packs on. These are our overnight packs. We've weighted them down, trying to get used to some weight as we have some pretty decent plans this spring and summer for some longer hikes. So sort of a semi pack shakedown to see what we have to do to make them fit a little better and make sure we have the right fit. Right now we're going uphill, and as you can tell, a little steep, breathing a little heavy. So far it's been a really nice morning out here. All right, about a little over 1.8 miles when we did the road walk, doing counterclockwise from the actual, oh, excuse me, sorry, breathing heavy. This thing's kicking my butt right now. But from the boat dock, once you see the beach come around the corner, you'll come to a junction. Red blaze goes that way. You're gonna stay along the lake and follow the blue blaze. And the blaze marker is gone, but just stay to the left. And here the trail bends away from the lake a little bit. And we're over 2 miles in. Actually about 2.1, 2.2, somewhere along in that area. See a feeder creek to the lake. And we're going to go around that and cross over it here in just a moment.
You okay?
Yep, I'm okay.
You gotta give me come, honey.
Well, I didn't mean to.
You okay?
Yeah, I'm okay. Whew. I was just trying to turn. And there are some holes I fell into knee deep. And a little over 3 miles in, see those little islands in the stream, and a lot of geese, birds all over the place. And looks like a heron as well, flying around. We're passing through a little spruce or pine forest now, just over 4 miles in. We should be roughly a half mile or so to the turning point across, I believe, Storms Creek, to start heading back. Okay, here we are. We just crossed this creek. We are a little over 4 miles in, and here comes the sign. The Lake Vesuvius Backpacking Trail goes to the right, the Lakeshore Trail to the left. Okay, 4.5 miles in, we decided not to stop back there, a little muddy and wet. We're going to keep going before we get a snack, but actually it's really boggy back here in this area of the trail, so be prepared. We've been up to our ankles in mud a few times, but still turned out to be a beautiful day. Look at that sky. Okay, here about 4.68 miles in, we crossed over to the horse trail, which is close to the Lakeshore Trail, and there's a little picnic area here where we're going to stop and eat right along the creek. Nice campsites and picnic area. And here we are leaving the picnic area, and a little quick view of the campsite in this area just off of the horse trail. It's pretty nice, very nice. Looks like a lot of flat spots for some tents. Somebody started a fire without a fire ring. There's a fire ring back by the picnic table. Places, I believe these are to tie up horses. As we are off of the horse trail. and heading back onto the Lakeshore Trail. Here we go, and we've got to find a way to get across here. Little sandy beaches. This is not far from that picnic area, just a few hundred feet. But over there is where we're going. So, try to find our way here without taking too much of a swim. Right there is probably the best way to cross. And we're going up that way. You can go up that way too, but there's so much water. We are going to cross and go that way. Would have come up that way, but it's a little deep, so we had to come up over there on that edge, walk across the little log that's there, coming this way, and now we are at the back part of the lakeshore. The backpacking trail goes to the right. The lakeshore and boat dock are about 4 miles or so to the left. And here we go. Feet are a little wet. That was very cold water. Okay, about 5.4 miles or so. Come to a little fork in the road, and there's a trail that goes down towards the creek here. But if you look to your right, the blue blaze continues on uphill. And then you come up here a few feet later, and the yellow blaze to your right. We want to go left on the blue blaze, and it's not really blazed here, but we'll see one later. We're about 5.8 miles into the hike. A nice little view over the edge to the lake. Okay, 6.1 miles in, and we're weaving in and out away from the lake. There's some nice views as you come up on them. Turning out to be a beautiful day. It's probably in the upper 50s now. The skies are amazingly blue. And then you come up on nice views like this. Okay, here's another junction point. You either go right or straight over the bridge. You go straight over the bridge. Now the way to the right, I think, will eventually come back down, so it's a longer way. Yeah, I think it ends up leading off in the distance over there and coming back. And there's that brown loop trail that way.
Oh, there's one
You'll be
more.
able to see there's a turtle on the log, and there he went.
There he goes.
Turtles on the log and turtles floating in the lake.
Yeah, look at him right here. He's just kind of hanging there. Oh, there you just found one.
Yep, they're swimming. And 6.5 miles in, and we are see the hills around us, really down deep in a valley. They're pretty cool rock formations, water trickling off the sides of them. Nice little hike so far. All right, when you hit this little bridge going counterclockwise, you're roughly about 6.6 miles or so around the lake. And if you're ever sort of confused, because there are some other trails that spur off of this and you don't see a blaze, some places are not blazed at the junctions, just stay close to the lake, you'll be fine. It's really not a difficult path or trail to follow. You see the lake, a nice little camping spot, stealth spot here with the lake in the background. Enough room for a small tent, maybe for 2 people, 3 person. Geese everywhere. And we're approaching the beach right now at 7.14 miles in. The beach is just right around the corner. You can see there's the roadway to what's called Big Bend Beach, I believe. Okay, about 7 miles plus in, and doing this trail, the last time we did it all the way around was in the summertime. It's really nice, a lot of green tunnel areas. You come out with some nice views of the lake, but this sort of changes the experience when there are no leaves on the trees. You see the lake more often, different views, so it's really sort of an educational experience when you're hiking. Don't just hike in a certain season. Hit the same trails a couple of times in different seasons. It will really change the hike for you and give you a different perspective on what's around you. And sometimes it's nice just to stop and turn around and see where you've been and check out those views. and apparently the geese approve. All right, a little over 7.5 miles in, and the backpack trail goes up that hill. The Lakeshore Trail continues this way. And there's where the tree went across the boardwalk. So that little section of the boardwalk is closed. Okay, about 8.6 miles plus in, and we come to the Scarlet Oak Loop Junction. Boat dock straight ahead. I go to the campgrounds, the Oak Hill campgrounds that way. That's the Scarlet Oak Loop. We're heading down to the lake shore, and we are just about done. It's been a really nice hike. If you're out here, check it out. It's not that difficult. It's a moderate hike just because of the length. There's gonna be some places really muddy and tricky to actually hike down, but it's nothing. If you're in good shape and you're used to hiking, this will be a relatively light, moderate hike. It's fantastic. If you're ever in Southern Ohio, check it out.
Lake Vesuvius, located in Wayne National Forest, is just a short drive only minutes north of the city of Ironton, near the southern tip of Ohio. It is the only national forest in Ohio with over 244,000 acres covering 3 separate sections of the state, including the Athens District, the Marietta District, and the Ironton District, which houses the 143-acre Lake Vesuvius and the Lakeshore Trail. This Blue Blaze Trail is an 8.5-mile loop-style trail which passes by the lake and heads into the Wayne National Forest backcountry along Storms Creek. Now about 4+ miles into the hike, you cross the creek and begin the back half of the loop, which heads back to the boat dock. The trail is not an overly difficult hike, but would likely be considered moderate due to its length. There are some elevation changes which will get your heart pumping, and interesting rock formations and beautiful lake and creek views to enjoy along your way. You may even run into one of our fans hanging out the beach during your journey. Nevertheless, if you're in Southern Ohio, do yourself a favor and check out the Lakeshore Trail for a nice walk in the woods.
All right, everybody. Well, hey, if you're in Southern Ohio, check out this trail. It's a really nice trail, especially on a beautiful day. It's not too difficult, so it's probably on the moderate side type of trail. You'll really enjoy it, so check it out. And remember that you can follow us at Bushes on the Trail on Instagram and on Facebook. And don't forget to give us that thumbs up here on the channel. It really helps us out. And don't forget to subscribe. That way you don't miss any of our other walks in the woods. Thanks for watching.